विश्वमूर्तिर्महामूर्तिर्दीप्तमूर्तिरमूर्तिमान् अनेकमूर्तिरव्यक्तः शतमूर्तिः शताननः.
This entire stanza reminds us of the 11th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, Vishwarupa Darshana. So the entire chapter over there, the 11th chapter, which is titled as Vishwarupa Darshana, has been very beautifully put over here in this small stanza. So we'll go through it together. So Vishwamurtihi, there the chapter itself is called as Vishwarupa Darshana. Who has the darshana or who sees? Arjuna sees over there. And again the seeing there is not with the physical eyes. He is seeing it with divine eyes which the Lord has bestowed upon him. It's an inner eye, the eye of knowledge with which he is seeing the Lord's Vishwarupa. So darshana means to see. What is he seeing? He is seeing the rupa, form. What form is he seeing over there? He is seeing Vishwarupa, the form of the universe itself. So in the Lord's body over there, in Krishna's body, Krishna says, you will be able to see everything in my Deha, he says, in my body. It's like the Lord's body has become a screen over there. Just like in our TV, we see the entire news or a movie or a serial. So it's limited by the area of the screen, the length and the breadth of the screen. So in that small little area we are seeing. If the screen is big, everything will look big. If the screen is small, everything will look small. So over here in Krishna's body, Arjuna has a vision, or he is experiencing the entire universe over there. And what is the universe? Bhagavan says, universe is not different from me, I am not different from the universe. The universe is nothing but the Lord's own form. Lord is not separate from the universe. It's not that the Lord is there as he is a creator, then he created the entire world of things and being and then put them over here. So he is separate and the created world is separate. Lord himself has become everything. So everything, from a blade of grass to the banyan tree, from a grain of sand to the mountains, from a drop of water up to the oceans, from the unicellular organisms, those microorganisms, up to the human beings and up to the devatas, all the 14 worlds included over there, all are nothing but the Lord's own form. That is the meaning of Vishwamurti. Murti means form. Vishwa means universe. So Bhagavan is of the form of the entire universe itself. We all like to see the Lord in our own image. So just as how we are, we have given to him also a form. We have a head, we have given him a head. We have 2 eyes, 2 ears, 1 mouth, neck. We have the trunk portion of our body, hands, legs. Just like that we would like to see him, because it's easy for us to connect with him when we give to him a form which reciprocates with us, which aligns itself with us. So therefore we see the Lord in our own image. So if he is Vishwamurti, it means it's like the entire universe walking on 2 feet. Why? Lord over there. So all of the universes plural, all the 14 worlds put together is the Lord's form over there. So Vishwamurti, so everything is there over there, nothing excluded. He pervades everything. Beyond him there is nothing. So he includes everything. He is there in and through everything, and he envelops it from outside also. Vishwamurti. Mahamurti, naturally this has to be not small, it can't be finite. It is of the essence of the infinite. A sense of infinitudeness comes over here. Mahan it is. So no limitations, no conditioning, no barriers, because and we know that the 14 worlds are all spread in space. So if all of them Arjuna is able to see in the Lord's form, it means Bhagavan has taken off that concept of space from him. It's a way of saying, or we can say Arjuna has been made temporarily to transcend space. Because everything is come together. In our normal world, it is space that divides us. One thing from another, one being from another being. There is distance between us, there is space between us. But he is seeing everything over there in Krishna's body. Means, how can we bring in the concept of space over there? Because everything is seeing over there. It's like everything has collapsed into one. So there is no space there at all. So the concept of space Arjuna has transcended. Time also. The entire timeline. Time is nothing but flow. Time flows. There is a past, then now we have a present, and then there is a future. So the timeline has been shrunk. He is at one and the same time able to see the past, the present, and the future. So which means, in a way, we can say he has transcended time also. So Bhagavan is giving to him a glimpse of something which transcends both space and time, which is nothing but the state of realization. So therefore, Mahan Murti, Mahan means great, expansive. It's not expansive, we always feel, means it occupies more and more space. Deep also it is, very profound. Mahan, universal, at a macro level, not at a micro level or an individual level. So Mahan, last time we went through the word Mahatma, that is what it means, Mahan Atma. When we say he is a Mahatma, means he is a realized soul, he is a Jivan Mukta, it means he has expanded himself so much that all the worlds are included and incorporated in him. He has expanded himself so much. Everything is there in him. So whatever is happening anywhere, North Pole, South Pole, East, West, he is able to experience it, he is able to see it, he is able to hear everything. Why? Everything is there within him. Nothing is there outside of him. He has expanded himself so much. Therefore, we call such a person as Mahan Atma. Mahan plus Atma, Mahatma. So over here, Mahamurtihi Bhagavan is. It's not an individual form or a micro form. It is a great universal form, or cosmic form of the Lord. So all the namas of the Lord, they are all interconnected, the same meaning, but different names over here used over here. Vishwamurtihi, Mahamurtihi, Diptamurtihi. Diptam means one which is glowing, luminous, effulgent it is, brilliant it is. Again, in the 11th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, there is a shloka over there which says, supposing 1,000 suns, Surya Bhagavan, if 1,000 suns were to come up in the sky at one and the same time, what would be the brilliance? That way I am seeing something so brilliant in front of me. Arjuna is saying over there. I mean, the whole dialogue is between Sanjaya is reporting it to Dhritarashtra over there. What Arjuna is seeing. Sanjaya also gets a vision of what Arjuna is seeing over there. So suppose even one midday sun, we can't see it straight away with our naked eye, because the light it pierces our eyes. The midday sun, 12 o'clock, the white sun, we cannot see it directly with our naked eye. Just one sun over there. Supposing 1,000 suns come over there, up in the sky, at one and the same time, what would be the brilliance? It will be blinding light. That is the brilliance that I am seeing in front of me, is what is there in the 11th chapter. Therefore, Diptamurtihi. It is not only external light that we are talking about. Even the light that is there within us, the light of consciousness which is there within us, how powerful that must be, because of which we are able to understand everything external, we are able to understand everything internal. When we say, I know, I see the solution to this problem. In what light did we see? Because to see anything, we need light. If there is an object in a dark room, we won't be able to find it. Why? It is dark. But the moment the lights are switched on, we will be able to see the object. So in light only we can see anything. So I see the solution to this problem. It's something very, very internal over there. It's an inner state. With what light did we see the solution to the problem? So there must be some unique light within us also, so powerful that in its light we are able to solve problems and we are able to see the solution. A unique light over there. It's an inner light. It is subjective. It's a light without properties, because outside light, external light has got properties. Sun's light, moon's light, fire, Agni. Outside it has got its properties, lightning and stars. These are the 5 natural sources of light which we know of. All of them have properties. We can very nicely enumerate them. But this light that is there within us, what are its properties? We really do not know. Therefore, in the 13th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan says, Jyotisham api tat jyotihi. It is a light of all lights. It's that light with the help of which we are able to see everything outside and we are able to see everything inside. And it is that light which gives light to the sun, which gives light in turn to the moon. It's that light which gives brilliance to the fire, to the lightning, to the stars. Therefore, it is the light of all light. So, how powerful this light must be. Powerful not in the sense of, what meets our eyes. We are not talking about what meets our eyes. It's something even beyond that. In what light did you see the solution to this problem which I could not solve for so many days? It must be something unique. How to describe that light of knowledge or light of consciousness that is there within us, with which we are able to analyze and find the solution to one problem. So therefore, Diptamurtihi, Amurtiman, when Bhagavan says Vishwamurti, when we are told that Bhagavan is of the form of the universe, his is a Mahan form, he is Diptamurti, we tend to give him a form over there. Whenever we give a form, it means it is limited. We all have a form. Therefore, we have a form, and beyond our form there is space. So there is space all around us which limits us, and therefore we are able to perceive our own form. Somebody is thin, somebody is fat, somebody is short, somebody is tall. It's a form which we have. How are we able to say that this person is tall, this person is short, this person is thin? Because of the space that is there around that form. It defines, the space becomes the boundary over there. So therefore our form is limited. It's finite. It is conditioned, it has got boundaries. Therefore we can define our form. But Bhagavan is Amurtiman. He is the formless. Formless means he is not finite. He doesn't have a form like ours. We all have a finite form. Our form is limited, it is conditioned, it is bound by space. Bhagavan's form is not bound at all. It is not limited at all. Space concept itself is in him. He is all pervading. He extends beyond even the concept of space and time, which we are all familiar with. So therefore he is defined as having no form. He is Amurtiman. So therefore the concept is there we can worship him with form, we can worship him without form. Both are valid. Water doesn't have any form. It's a flow. To whichever container we put water, it takes that form. So how to define water now? Can we say it has got form, or can we say it has got no form? Both are okay. Both are allowed. Since Bhagavan he has got no conditioning, we can't restrict. If we say no, he can never have a form, then we are binding him. We are conditioning him and saying God can never have form. No, or the other way around also, he can only exist with form. Again there we are conditioning him. So whichever way, if we insist that the Lord has no form, he can never take a form, then we are conditioning him. If we say no, he always has a form, how can he be without form? Then again we are conditioning him. He is the unconditioned. So the unconditioned can remain unconditioned or can become conditioned in the context. So if we choose to invoke him as the formless, he will also become available to us as formless. If we choose to invoke him as with form, he will also reciprocate back to us with a form. And which form? Our own Ishtadevata. Whichever form we choose to invoke him, with the same form he reciprocates back to us. That is real. That is what is called as infinitude. That is what is called as unlimited, unconditioned, not bound, whatsoever, not bound. He is free. He is just free to be with form or without form. So therefore, amurtiman, anēkamūrtiravyaktaḥ. In again the 11th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna, as he is seeing the Vishwarupa, as the Vishwarupa darshana is happening to him, he is so beautifully narrating to us or describing to us what he is seeing. He says it's very difficult to describe, but still he is describing it to us. It's the Lord's grace and blessing that he is able to even open his mouth and then put into words what he is seeing in front of him. So there he says, anēkamūrtiravyaktaḥ. I am seeing so many forms. So many heads I am seeing. So many eyes I am seeing. So many mouths I am seeing. So many ears I am seeing. So many shoulders. So many hands I am seeing. So many stomachs. So many thighs. So many feet I am seeing. Very beautifully he describes over it. So many means all our forms are a possibility in the Lord. When the entire universe is his form, all of us are included in Bhagavan. So if there are 100 of us, I am just giving one number there, 100 or 1000 of us, in that Vishwarupa, in that universal form, all the 100 of us will be available for somebody to see. So what will they see? The possibility of 100 faces, 100 mouths, 100 stomachs, and then 100 into 2, because each one of us has got 2 shoulders, 2 hands, 2 feet. So they are into 2. So all possibilities are there in the Lord. It doesn't mean Bhagavan has got so many hands, so many feet, so many stomach, and in that Vishwarupa picture over there we can sit and count how many stomachs he has got, how many eyes he has got, or how many feet he has got, or how many hands he has got. It's not for counting over there. It means all possibilities are there in him. When we use our head is used, intellect. When we use our all of us use our intellect. All the intelligence in all intellects is he. In the 7th chapter he says, I am the intelligence in the intellect. I am the knowledge in all those who are knowledgeable. So all our intelligences added up is there. When he says, so many shoulders I am seeing, all shoulders, the capacity and the capability, because of our shoulders, our hands are we are able to work with our hands. We are able to lift it, use our hands because of the shoulder strength. So the shoulder strength of all our shoulders put together, the strength of it, all that put together is a possibility, is what he is seeing in front of him. Stomachs. So many, it doesn't mean there are so many stomachs, one after the other we are seeing. All our digestive capacities put together is there in him. So whatever we are able to do with our limbs and with our organs at a universal level, all of us put together, not only human beings, the gods, the demigods, the Gandharva, the Yakshas, the Asuras, the Rakshasas, the Devatas, the Manushyas, the animals, the plants, all put together is what he is saying over there. So there anēkamūrtiravyaktaḥ means many forms he is saying. Why? All form possibilities are there in the Lord. It's like Bhagavan has expanded himself. Though Krishna says, in my body you will be able to see everything. Supposing Krishna expands his body. We are all sitting on the chair in all our rooms for this satsang. So we are in one corner of our room. Supposing we start expanding, our physical body starts expanding. Then the room in which we are sitting in will be inside of us if we can expand. Supposing we expand even more, then our whole flat or house will be there in us. Why? We have expanded so much to include our house within us. Supposing we even more expand our areas in which we are dwelling in, that gets included in us. Similarly, our city, if we can expand and expand and expand. I'm sitting in Bangalore, so if I can expand, so that the whole, up to the the boundaries of our city, Bangalore, if the body can expand, the whole of Bangalore city will be inside. Similarly, the state, the country, countries, continents, worlds, all are there in him. So all forms are there in him, varieties. Arjuna describes that over there. So all of us are possibility in him. Why? We are all included in him. So anēkamūrtiravyaktaḥ, multi-formed Bhagavan. Avyaktaḥ, this goes along with amūrtiḥ. Vyakta means manifest. Manifest means something which is finite, which is available for us to hear, see, hear, smell, taste, touch, to transact with. All of us have forms. Therefore, it becomes so easy for us to transact with each other. Avyakta means unmanifest. Unmanifest means not available for our sense organs, the eyes, ears, nose, tongue, skin, for anybody to see, hear, smell, taste, touch. So beyond the physical body, beyond the mind and beyond the intellect. These are the only equipment that we have: body, mind, intellect. Avyakta means the unmanifest, which can't be comprehended and apprehended by any of the equipment that we have. Therefore, he is avyakta, unmanifest. The unmanifest becomes manifest for us. The formless amurti, the formless becomes a form. Just now Ganesha festival was over. Whom did we worship over there? Bhagavan is unmanifest. That is a possibility he has. Is he only unmanifest, formless? Can he never ever take a form? No, he can take up a form. If we restrict him and say he can never take up a form, that means we are limiting him and conditioning him. He is beyond limits and condition. So he can be both. He can be with form, without form. Therefore, the unmanifest Brahman, we bring it into manifest. How do we bring it into manifest? Using clay. We make the Ganesha idol with clay. Clay represents what? Prakriti over there, matter it represents. Not just made. We give a shape, then we decorate it, ornament. There's a whole Nama, Rupa, Guna and some stories and incidents around him. So the unmanifest, we bring it to manifest. Every festival, this is what we are doing. Whether it was Varamahalakshmi or whether it is Krishnashtami was over, or Ganesha festival is over. The unmanifest becomes manifest. So it's easy for us to relate to manifestation. The Lord is there in front of me, just like me. So we invoke him. All the rituals that we do, all the rituals, they're all a dramatization of what should be happening within ourselves. But it's so difficult for us to do everything within ourselves. Therefore, everything has been put out there. Easy for us. When we are working through our physical equipment, the grossest equipment, it's very easy for us to connect with, to relate with the Lord. So we brought him down also to manifestation, and then just we see him in our own image, and then we do all our upasana, our rituals. After that, what do? We do Ganapati Visarjana over there. So how do we do Visarjana over there? In the waters. So in the waters, when we do Visarjana of the manifest form, the manifest goes back to unmanifest. Where did the clay come from? Clay came from water only. So unmanifest, from where it came, the source, water, we made it into manifest form, then we worshipped it, we performed all the rituals, and then what do? We can't keep it permanently over there. And also, what did we do? We instilled prana in it. For us, Ganesha, the Lord is there in front of us. We are not worshipping an idol over there, a mud idol, or a silver idol, or a Panchaloha idol, whatever it is. So he is over there, very much alive, just like all of us. From where did we give to him life? We have done prana pratishtha over there. The rituals are all there. From where did we give to him the prana? From our own selves. Why? Lord is there in us. But it's so difficult for us all to communicate with him who is there within us. Therefore, what did we do? We put him out there. Literally, it's like putting him out over there. Into what? Into that idol made up of clay. So now he is there in front of us, alive, with life, just as we are all full of life. Then we do our upasana, we do our puja, our rituals. Then what do? We take back that prana back to us. Before we do the visarjana, there is a paddhati, tradition is there. From him again, there is nothing going from us there and then coming back to us also. But this is all a way to make it all easy for us. Because he is already there. There is no question of transferring him from us to the idol over there. He is already there. But then for our Shraddha and Bhakti to be, playing themselves out maximum, we must get a feeling that yes, he is there. From where did he come? He didn't come from the sky. He didn't come from Kailasa. He didn't come from Vaikuntha or from the sky. He came from us only. Why? He is there within. So the Lord who is there within us, we have instilled it there in the idol. Now the idol becomes alive. The Lord is there. So therefore we worship him, we invoke him, and after that what do? Before we do the visarjana of the clay idol, we take back that prana into ourselves. Again, really there is no taking and coming and all that. It's just a way for us to strengthen and reinforce our Shraddha and Bhakti. So therefore we take it back into ourselves. There's a ritual for that also. It's like we are bringing him back from the idol to ourselves. He was always there in us. So temporarily we have put the Lord over there from ourselves. We have taken him and placed him over there in the clay idol. And then we take it back from there and put him back into us. And now it's just clay idol. It's just clay in that form. Therefore what do? We do visarjan. But in that clay idol, we had instilled the Lord. Therefore we just don't, put it anywhere. It's got its own sanctity. Because that much of clay, we didn't make a pot out of it. We didn't make anything out of it. We used it. And what did we fashion? We fashioned out the Lord's form over there. Therefore that clay also, that mud over there becomes so sacred for us, which we don't want to just dispose it of anywhere. Therefore what is the best place? The best place is to put it back where it came from. Where did it come from? It came in from the waters. Therefore we do visarjana of the idol in water. It will dissolve away over there. So from mud, manifestation, from manifestation back to mud, or unmanifest to manifest back to none. All that should happen within us. So how can that happen? Most of us do saguna upasana. Slowly, as we evolve more and more, when we go from saguna to nirguna, in the waters of the spiritual knowledge, in the waters of the Upanishadic knowledge, we will also within ourselves be able to dissolve away the form and then go from saguna upasana to nirguna upasana. So therefore avyakta, unmanifest, śatamūrtiḥ, śatānanaḥ. Śata doesn't mean 100 over there. Innumerable, numerous. We can't count. So śatamūrtiḥ, we've already got anēkamūrtiravyaktaḥ and śatamūrtiḥ mean the same. So many forms Arjuna was able to see within the Lord. He saw his own army. He saw the Kauravas' army. He saw all the gods over there. He gives a big list over there. I see Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara in you. I see Rishis in you. I see everybody entering into you. Ashwini Devatas I see, Yakshas I see, Kinnaras I see, Apsaras I see in you. The Aditya, the Maruts, the wind gods. All of them I see in you. He is seeing everybody there. And he sees also afterward Dhritarashtra, son entering into the Lord, Bhishma, Drona, Ityaditya, all of them entering into the Lord. So how many forms are there in the Lord? infinite possibilities. So śatamūrtiḥ also means the same as anēkamūrtiravyaktaḥ, many forms. śatānanaḥ again means many faces, many faces, many eyes, many ears, many mouths. Even at home we see there are 10 people who are depending on us, and we are the only person who is working, breadwinner for the entire family. Somebody will say, I have 10 mouths to feed. 10 mouths to feed? You have 10 mouths? I see only one mouth you have. How can you have 10 mouths? On your face I can see only one mouth. But we use these words. We say, no, I have 10 mouths to feed. I have 10 stomachs to feed. We have only one mouth and one stomach. It means I am identifying with all the 10 people at home. All their mouths are my mouths. All their stomachs are my stomachs. This is identification over there. Similarly, Bhagavan is identifying himself with everything, with all things and with all beings. So therefore, many faces, many mouths, many shoulders, many hands. All our hands are able to function. Whatever we do with our hands is different. But the very fact that our hand is functioning is because Bhagavan is there in our hand. Bhagavan is identifying himself with our hand and he's saying, I have so many hands. So he is working through so many hands. If we are all walking, how did we get the strength to walk? Bhagavan is our feet. Without his strength, we wouldn't be able to put even one foot forward. Therefore, Bhagavan is identifying with all our feet and he's saying, all feet are mine. In the sense, without my strength, none of your feet would have moved. So, śatānanaḥ.